Hey there, and welcome to this chapter all about yoga. So I'll be talking to you now about the origins of yoga and the first descriptions of how it started. So it comes from the Himalayas, allegedly, which is up in the north of India, in Nepal, borders with Nepal. And there was this character appeared out of nowhere. His name was Shiva. He was a giant, big blue fella, so he was very unusual. And here he was sitting underneath a tree. And the people came to look at this guy and they wondered what was he doing and what on earth was going on and who is this guy and what was he doing just sitting under a tree. So this was unusual to see anyone not doing things, apparently. And he was there for days. He sat there, he didn't say one thing, his eyes were closed, and he was sitting in what they were considering an unusual position, which is a lotus pose. And it stirred up quite the curiosity. And then many people came to view this guy, Shiva. What was he doing? Eventually, after many days, he opened his eyes and he began to speak with the people. And they asked, why were you just sitting there? And he was explaining to them that he was quietening the mind and becoming one with all that is, tuning in entirely to the energy of the earth of existence. And this was just mind-blowing for these people. Well, like, they had never heard such notions or ideals. And on then came the ideals around a yoga through Shiva. So originally there were no actual poses other than seated poses. And then it became, well, there was the original lotus seated pose, and then there became 4 poses. 4 of these seated poses are very, very difficult. Like, one of them, you have to turn your ankle completely. It is really challenging. So then we needed more poses to get our body able to sit, which is really the point of the positions. It's to release the energy that we have stuck in our body so that we can sit in silence without pain, that we have no distractions or no niggly bits coming from the body to disturb our mind. So this is the point of all the poses, so that we could sit. Now, Shiva showed 4 poses. They're very, very difficult. And he was saying that you needed to hold them for 3 hours and 45 minutes to get into a meditative state. And then you can go into meditation. And a meditation, the idea of meditation is that you are no longer aware of your body, you're no longer aware of the sounds around you, that you are completely and utterly in a state of consciousness, in a higher state of consciousness. So the Indian scriptures, the Vedas and so forth, very much come from the Himalayas. And this is where yoga would have first got popular. And then it was also tied in with some other texts called the Mahabharata, and one of those chapters is called the Bhagavad Gita. And then there's also the Patanjali Sutras, which I will explain in later videos. So yoga has become very, very popular in India and it has spread all throughout. So you will find yoga in every single part, and it's really intertwined into the culture, as is the Ayurveda, which are all connected to very ancient knowledge and a lot of information about how our body works, the inner engineering of our energy field or auric field, and all of those details.